Greetings. My name is Dameli, and I will be presenting my inquiry project answering the question, what's more important, society or the individual? Society works like a mechanism. It has its own functions. Sometimes it breaks down, but often it is easily repaired. If a single gear is broken, it is replaced immediately. A single individual is related like a gear to society. In the works of English literature such as The Sniper by Liam O'Flaherty, All the Troubles of the World by Isaac Asimov, and My Greatest Ambition by Maurice Lurie, a person's role in the public and the importance of society over a person are portrayed. In The Sniper, All the Troubles of the World, and My Greatest Ambition, the authors use the emotional state of the main characters through the tone and the impact the mass makes on specific characters to highlight the vitalness of the public over an individual. First of all, the pessimistic tone of the emotional background of the main characters in The Sniper, My Greatest Ambition, and All the Troubles of the World portrays the unimportance in an individual's feelings during the actions that are important, vital for the society. For example, in Disentanglement of the Story, O'Flaherty mentions that the main character began to gibber to himself, cursing the war, cursing himself, cursing everybody. The author emphasizes negative emotions of the main character towards the action of murder using the somber tone of the word cursing. However, later on in the story, the author writes, "The cloud of fear scattered from his mind and he laughed." The author implies that the sniper cancels out his emotions and has to scatter the cloud of fear from his mind in order to accomplish his task as a soldier, now utilizing a neutral tone. This can be proved by the following quote from the story. He now decided to leave the roof to search for his company commander to report. In addition, in My Greatest Ambition, Maurice Lurie writes, "The only thing that was ever real to me I had grown out of. I had become, like everyone else, a dreamer." By utilizing the word everyone in this quote, signifying the whole society and the part of the main character growing out of something extraordinary, the author highlights the overall society's profit in spite of the main character's discouragement. Furthermore, the emotional state of the main character in All the Troubles of the World by Isaac Asimov is portrayed through the main character's response and the secondary character's conversation. For instance, the author mentioned in Multivax, the main character of the story, response, "I want to die." This pessimistic reply is used to highlight Multivax's weak emotional state. Nevertheless, Asimov writes, Othman paused a moment, then burst out, "Mr. Goleman, Multivac bears all the troubles of the world on its shoulders and it is tired," in the conversation of Goleman and Othman. The word tired is used by the author to describe the emotional state of Multivac, tiredness. The world in this quote is written to describe the society, which problems the main character has to resolve. Therefore, the author describes that despite the tiredness and absence of will to live of mediators of the human problems, as it serves a certain advantage to the society, it is kept being manipulated. All in all, similarly to real life, an independent person's sensation gets cancelled out in the favor of the community's function and the work continuation by using the dominantly depressive tone by the authors. Secondly, the significance of the community over a person is portrayed by the implementation of its impact on the character's views and opinions in short stories. The societal tendencies lead to a shift in the character's perception of certain things in these stories. For example, in The Sniper, O'Flaherty writes, "Republicans and Free Staters were waging civil war, and a Republican sniper lay watching. His face was of a student, thin and ascetic, but his eyes had the cold gleam of a fanatic." The conditions of warfare that was set by the Republicans and Free Staters made the sniper choose the Republican side, and despite having the face of a young man, his eyes contained a cold gleam of the fanatic, making him possessed by the mission to snipe. Moreover, in the short story All the Troubles of the World, Asimov illustrates the effect of the community's problems analysis on the side character, Joe Manners. The reaction of Goleman to the fact of murder cases in the world shows that manslaughters are an unbelievable conviction. "If any other crime slips through, I may allow excuses. If a first-degree murder slips through, I'll have your hide." Therefore, when Joe Manners is arrested under the pressure of murder being the most malicious crime set by the societal norms, he can only think about the probability of him convicting the monicide. Is it murder? Am I supposed to be planning murder? In addition, the influence of the family environment, which serves as a community to the main character, highlighted by the author of My Greatest Ambition, is a tool to showcase the importance of society to an individual's opinion. I don't see a check. Believe me, if they wanted to buy it, they would have already sent a check. For my father had been right. If all they wanted to do was buy my comic, they would have sent a check. Persuasion of the father transfers to the main character, reshaping his beliefs. This signifies the importance of societal impact on one's opinion that one individual cannot resist. To sum up, analogically with reality, the character's prejudices and thoughts are deeply influenced by the social response. Last but not least, in real life, the neglect of human emotions by the society and its significant impact on the person's worldview is projected every day in the public's reaction to one's psychological condition and the social media impact on the society. For example, according to MacDonald, postpartum depression, the critical psychological condition of young mothers after giving birth, used to be ignored in the sake of society's well-being that could have been negatively influenced from one bad news. She writes, postpartum depression was referred to as poor Doris, not doing well after the new baby, with whispered words, women's troubles, you know. I'm quite sure nothing was ever done to help Doris and the women like her. Those women just had to deal with it. As Moza et al. Have mentioned, postpartum depression can worsen from the domestic responsibilities of the young mother and the inadequate social support. Therefore, the mental burden of maternity is met with ignoring from the public in the sake of those mothers continuing to accomplish their duties. Additionally, coming from personal experience, I had never thought of money as a success measuring system. However, as social media popularized, I started noticing more and more posts of words revenue, money, and capital next to the word success. Then I realized that I too started working hard in school with the identical motivation to earn a huge capital and purchase luxurious things, not for my personal growth or self-reflection. This signifies me as an individual being influenced by the cultural norm of modern society. Thus, the importance of society over an individual is visible in real-life aspects as well as in the works of Lurie, O'Flaherty, and Asimov. In conclusion, by illuminating the emotional state of the main characters and the impact society makes on the characters' opinions and beliefs, the authors highlight the superiority of the public over an individual throughout the plot in the works of O'Flaherty, Asimov, and Lurie, The Sniper, All the Troubles of the World, and My Greatest Ambition, and is proof to the importance of society over an individual. Thank you for paying attention.